And welcome back to the channel. Josh and Brandy Helm here. Today, you guys know what time it is. It's tour day. It's our Barry Barndominium. Let's tell them a little bit about this build.
Sure. So we have a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath with a bonus room upstairs that could be used for multiple things. 2,250 square foot of living, 615 square foot of porch, and then we have a bonus balcony upstairs.
Another thing we can tell you about the exterior here is we have a black PBR style panel roof with a copper accented on the trim. Now for the wall siding that we're using here, this is a little bit of a different color.
Yeah, so it's a fern green, so it's really like a dark green, but I really love how it complements with the copper trim and gutters.
Now overall, when we're building barndominiums, you guys might have noticed they come in all different shapes and sizes. On this particular build, we're not building a shop that's attached on this, but we're still calling it a barndominium. I know that can be controversial for some, and especially up in the northern areas. But this is a barndominium here in Texas. We've got a hybrid steel frame barndominium on this particular build, where we use the steel to support all of our roof lines, and we use the wood with a 2x6 exterior studded walls to come in and to do a complete building enclosure on the exterior. This is part of what's unique about the way and the style that we build, which makes it Texas best. Another thing we'd like to do is to thank our sponsors for today's video, Cooper & Hunter. We have been privileged to partner with Cooper & Hunter on multiple projects in the past. This is one of those projects where we needed a specific type of product because we had very minimal interstitial space. And in this unique situation, it just happened that Cooper & Hunter had a brand new product called the Peak System. Now we went in depth on this through one of our update videos. So if you haven't seen that, we'll put a link up in the top of this video. It's a variable speed central HVAC system that provides all of the great things that we need when it comes to performance, as well as more of a smaller compact profile, which allowed us to have all the space that we needed in the attic areas. Now, one of the things that's unique about why we have minimal space here is because this is a monitor style build, meaning that we have a higher gable portion and then it steps down to a lower, more shed style roof. This is a profile that a lot of people like, similar to like our Sadler barndominiums, and maybe one that we've got going on right now, the Aubrey. We've also done some in the past, such as Malakoff, and there's so many really to mention that it really is a popular style that a lot of people are looking to do. But nevertheless, perhaps one of the most exciting things about this build is on the inside. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get it going. And welcome in to our Barry Barndominium. It's all about this open vault space, and this is really what our monitor style barndominium can give us, is the high vault right here in the center with a split design giving us master suite over this way and our alternate bedrooms here. An additional room that we'll show you guys upstairs. Ultimately, we've got about a 43 foot by say 16 foot wide open area front to back, leading all the way back to another back porch. But as we come in through the front doors, you take note of these focal points, which is this very large cobblestone fireplace that we've got here. Taking that stone all the way up, it brings us to another accent point, which is an all black metal ceiling that we did up there. You know, when at first I heard mention of wanting to do this, I was kind of reluctant, but this has really turned out to be one of my favorite features, I think, in this big grand open area.
Oh yeah, I love it. Got the black roof basically mimicking what's on the outside. I like the way that it kind of brings the barn in.
And also has a really nice windmill fan, which is a lighter color, giving us that natural wood tone effect. You know, we've got a whole lot, I think, to appreciate when it comes to aesthetics.
So there's also one other thing I wanted to point out in this room is we've got this large like landing area that's over the front door. So there's lots that you can do up there. I'm kind of thinking like Christmas decorations. I mean, you can leave other things up there all year long, but I think that's one way to kind of have the decorations in here, but they're not, you know, taking up your floor space.
For the guests, we do have this private half bath that's right here, centrally located in the main space. So if we're partitioning space, we would say that this is our living room, this is going to be a smaller area for dining, and then we'll have a very large kitchen buffet here for the island, which can host an array of bar stools, I would imagine right here in this area.
Yeah, so we have a very large island here with tons of storage space in the front. This is a really pretty quartzite. It's called Splendid. It's got some gold, some blacks, some browns, some grays. It kind of ties all of the colors together.
One thing we should say about this, and it very rarely happens, but this is all one large piece of stone that went here. So it's all a natural piece, which turned out really, really good. From the original plans and design, they actually added more of a buffet here, making this move into a corner cabinet, but adding just a lot more counter space.
Yeah, and they changed up the countertops here. They did a sandalous quartzite, so it's more of the browns and black tones. So it definitely kind of changes things up for the kitchen, but it looks really nice with these floating shelves they've got here, so they can kind of display a few things, but it looks really good with the same cabinets.
They don't seem to be afraid of colors.
Yeah, so I forgot to mention on the island, we've got a succulent green. They've got the X pattern here, and they changed it up on the upper, so they actually just did a pure white. So they definitely like to keep things changing here, but it looks really good. It gives some dimension. But I think my favorite part in this kitchen is that brick backsplash.
Yeah, the brick, this is a nice effect. This is a thin faced brick that we're using here for the backsplash, but one thing that you do to really get the effect here, especially when you have a window in this area, is to turn that in, and that really gives you that full brick feel here.
I like the way that they did some different size drawers. They have some normal size depth, but then they did some deeper drawers here, maybe for some of your larger pans that maybe wouldn't fit in the others. They have some fun, different kind of cabinets in here that they wanted specifically. They did one here for the utensils, so they've got the little cans for that. And then on the opposite side, they did like a spice rack that you can keep all your spices and things like that in. There's a lot of things that you can do if you just plan ahead for those.
Yeah, I think being intentional for how you're going to use the space is what this is all about, especially when you're trying to design or build maybe your forever home. Here, additionally, there is a cooktop with a pot filler and the vent hood that goes here above. So before we move too far, we have the island portion on this side, and we've got a nice farm sink here with the bottle washing feature, which I think is a nice touch. And we've got some other special things that are here on this side. So,
I would be using this for my KitchenAid mixer. You can lift it up there and then put it away. You don't have to lift it.
yeah. So let us know in the comments below if this is a feature that you guys would incorporate into your design, maybe for your kitchen space. So over here is the double stacking oven. We've got the tower up above that. Gives you plenty of upper cabinet space. I don't know, do you like the integration of this being like off-put a little bit? Is that okay?
Well, it's definitely not in the walkway, so it is kind of separate, so I like that feature.
Yeah.
So we've got this nice barn door that closes it off, but this is definitely bigger than our corner pantry. We've got a lot of space in here with a nice countertop, so definitely room for more appliances, maybe smaller things here that you can store lots of stuff underneath. And I love that it wraps around, and then it also has this nice little window on the outside.
So additionally, off of this space, we have a full access to the exterior. Here they have a full upright freezer here, which is packed full of a lot of good things, let me tell you. And then we've got all this mud bench drop zone area that's for this space. The mud bench has become a real popular thing to do on all of our builds, but this will probably be a lot of the main entrance for this home coming in here off the side where the parking area will be. So moving into our master bedroom suite, we've got barn doors here with the soft close feature, which I think is a nice touch. Now, our clients actually added additional doors for the inside, so they wanted the barn door for that aesthetic, and then they have the actual door here on the inside. Let me know what you guys think about that, if that's necessary, but it does have the official locking capabilities as well. So 2 doors. So moving into this bedroom here, we have 9-foot ceilings and all of these living spaces downstairs.
So it's a 14 by 14 bedroom. They've got an outside door here, which I really like, to the back porch, because they could maybe do a hot tub out there or whatever, and it gives them access to the back of the home.
Now they did choose to do carpet here, which sometimes carpet, sometimes no.
Well, I mean, there's definitely pros and cons to having either or. So I like kind of having carpet in my bedrooms because I feel like it's warmer when you get out of the bed. You're not on cold floors, but you could definitely put a rug instead. But yeah, they did like a charcoal color carpet.
That is something we argued about in our house, and she won. So
yeah,
we got carpet. And here we are in the master bathroom.
Yes, so we have a beautiful space, lots going on in here. We have a double sink vanity, an L shape, and we use the same countertops as we did on the island. Lots of mirrors and gooseneck lighting in here.
Another thing we did not mention earlier, which we should have, was the vinyl plank flooring, which is continued in this space as well.
Yeah, so it's called Navera Maple. It's by Life Proof, and it's definitely some beige and some lighter colors. So I really like that it's a contrast between the dark cabinets.
Many people want to know why we don't always have bathtubs.
Yeah, so they have a beautiful bathtub here. I definitely love that it's a jacuzzi tub. They did a nice backsplash all the way around and into the window seal.
Yeah, so the window seal here is actually serving as like a soapbox would, giving you that counter and shelf space.
But I think this bathtub is really gonna be for her. I love that it's got a TV over it. Definitely sit in here and relax. And I love the beautiful chandelier up above.
Yes, adding a chandelier over the bathtub, I think, is kind of a staple, right? Like you gotta have something like that where you can turn all the other lights off and just accent
have that
there.
accent. Yeah, I love that. And then they have this beautiful picture window that they can look out over their property. They're out really secluded, so they don't have that obscure glass.
Now moving on, we have a full walk-through or walk-in shower with the frameless glass here. Ultimately, what I like about this is having the volume control right here where it's accessible, where you can turn the water on to the main shower head and let that maybe heat up before you get in the shower. So that seems to be a popular way to go. Also, before we head to the master closet, I'll show you guys, this is the private toilet area here with the upper cabinets above. And we've got a full linen cabinet here with lots of adjustable shelves in these spaces, which I think is really nice. It gives you a lot of extra storage capabilities. So here we are. This is our kind of pass-through master closet, which will show you guys where this continues. Always when we're doing the closet designs, this is where creativity sometimes steps in. Clients are trying to make room for stuff that they need, like this, maybe this safe. Also, we're doing additional shelving that goes up and above. And on this particular build, we actually did a complete surround of an upper shelf that goes all the way around. Another thing I'll mention is we always work in kind of a place for him, a place for her to have upper and lower storage.
I like having different size spacing of your shelves for different size shoes. Maybe your boots are a little taller and you don't have to cram those into the small space. You always want places for your hats. So, I mean, the customers are gonna let you know what all they're needing a space for. So I like being able to customize that.
Absolutely. And moving on through here, which I think is a matter of convenience, is our laundry area, which is right off of the main closet. So this is the laundry utility room.
Yeah, it's a great size. I really like that there's all the natural light coming in with that double window.
What more could we do with having this much foot space, would you say, in it?
Well, you got to have places for laundry, for your laundry baskets, things like that. So definitely some of that. I would maybe even put a bench in here.
So having the whole family sometimes in the laundry room is necessary, especially if you have 4 kids like we do. We have to have the space.
Yeah, I have a basket for each kid, and they have to come get their basket and put it away.
Sometimes everybody's trying to get their laundry done at one time, so that's usually the case. Another thing that our clients did is they did put a sink in this area, which was, I believe, added in after the fact with another upper cabinet storage. So moving off of this, the whole flow of this area where, say, the kids needed access could come in, because this flows back off to the main living area. So another thing I'll say before we go too far off of our utility area is the clients did do this double door feature here. And on this side of the barn door, they wanted to do something special where they allowed a lot of our subs and trades to sign the door and to put a logo right there for Texas Best. I think that's really special to include us as part of the permanency of this home. So we should also mention that there is a utility closet, or a whatever you would use this for.
Yeah.
Christmas closet, coat closet, game closet,
vacuum cleaners.
Yeah, all of the stuff. And this is a really deep closet here. Which some of it has to do with the spacing that they had here, which you'll see the need for that space on the other side as we go into the guest bedrooms. So as we come through this way, we have continued the vinyl plank flooring through this, which is what I think they're going to probably use as an office. Let's show them the connecting bathroom right off of this main corridor. And we do have a bathtub shower combo with the soap niche. This is a 4-foot vanity space with I believe it's a granite countertop. And we've got the full frame mirror in here as well, which really, I think, caps all this off. And one thing that was done special here that the clients wanted to do, I believe, for their daughter, is the hair dryer and curling iron set up here with the plug action right there. So that's a neat feature you guys might want to incorporate in. It's a really nice special component as well for this build. Now, as we're moving into this other bedroom, right off of this corridor, one thing you'll take note of is that we do have our filter right here. Now, we don't always do an offset filter because we usually have a lot of attic space and accessibility. But here, even though we can access it, this is how we are dealing with being able to change the filter so you don't have to crawl as closely into there. Now, you'll still want to do your routine maintenance and checks and all those kind of things at the unit, but this is a great way to do it, to offset your return filter in these spaces so that you can change this on regular occasions. Now, coming into, I believe this is going to be the daughter's bedroom here.
Yes, it's a 14 by 12, so it's a little bigger than the other one. But it's a great size room, obviously. They've got a queen size bed in here, and there's still plenty of space.
Yeah, so you do have a walk-in closet here as well. As you can see, we've got the double hanging rack storage, and we've got shelves on either side of this space, which I think is a good way to do it, maybe for a lot of extra shoes.
Yes, for sure. And then we have another special closet in this room, and it's actually under the stairs. So you always want to make space of the space that you have under your stairs, but this is kind of like a fun little hideaway. There's a little TV in here and some pillows, maybe a little hangout area.
Let's go on up these stairs.
Yes, I love having this open feel at the top of the stairs with all these windows looking out. It's got a beautiful view. You see the American flag and all the trees. It's nice up here.
So this is our little bonus room up here, which is pretty cool. But as you can see in this space, it's gonna be more of a hangout. I should say that this is where our attic access is to approach the HVAC. And we've got one on this side. We also have another one off of this closet. These are not sealed spaces. This is all open to the attic. You could do a little more sealing here if you want to, but mainly the reason for that is because all of our attic spaces are more of a conditioned space. We like for all these areas to be more exposed to the air conditioning as well. Sometimes we are adding vents and that in the attic too. But this is a nice closet, a lot of shelf space here. You could convert this over to a full closet if you'd imagine maybe having another family member or something that this became a separate living area.
A little suite, yeah.
So off of this bonus room, we've got a nice balcony area.
Yeah, I love this. This is great for seeing the view of the property, but that nice Trex flooring here, the boards won't fade. They're more of a hardy.
It's a composite material, so it's not something that you'll have to deal with over time when it comes to weathering. Another thing that we've done here is this is all steel framed underneath, and so we have the composite board over top of that, and then it has a slight slope to it, which you can actually see going down this way. Also up here, I will say we had to adjust from the initial plan a little bit so that we could make an opening view all the way across here and have this rail system that goes across. The last thing I'll say about this area is you have this attractive gable decorative finish that we have here with all of this steel tubing that comes across, giving us that nice truss look that we were able to incorporate into this design as well. Well, we hope you guys have enjoyed this walkthrough tour for the finished Barndominium here in Berry, Texas. This wraps this one up, but we do have a lot more tours coming, so I hope you guys have already subscribed. Let us know in the comments below what are some of the features that you like best about this build. I think there's a lot of advantages for the style and all of the things that are here. But we want to hear from you. We want to know, what do you like about it? What would you change? Give us all the details in the comments below. Also, we'd like to say thank you to Cooper & Hunter for sponsoring this video. It means a lot to us to be able to partner with brands who can help work with us, especially in these scenarios where we're needing something particular for the space. Also, if you're interested in knowing what it costs to build a Barndominium with Texas Best, we hope you guys will take advantage of all the resources that we have at barndoquote.com. You can access that from our main website at texasbestbarndo.com, where we also have land site and all other kinds of things that you'll be able to take advantage of. If you're looking to get a design that's similar to this one, we might already have one ready for you. If you want to contact the office, we'll try to get you some information that will help you in your journey ahead. Lastly, I'll say I hope that you've been inspired by the Barndominiums that we build. There's a whole lot of detail that goes into it, the way that we put it together, all of our wall systems, all of our framing, the way that we do it. We hope that that will inspire you to do maybe better practices in the areas that you build. If you haven't subscribed, please do that now. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Josh Helm.
And I'm Brandy Helm.
We're wishing you all the best. Thanks for watching.
Texas Best.